It's one of the biggest shopping weeks of the year. Consumers are leaning on e-commerce to deliver for the holidays. eMarketer projects online sales will grow more than 30% this year. Joining us now, Michael Rubin, Executive Chairman of Fanatics. Michael, we're going to get to your new partnership with Barnes & Noble Education. We're going to do that. We had plans earlier. Things happened. But first, we want to ask you about retail in the final push before Christmas. What's the biggest selling jersey? What else is going on? Anything else going on in the NBA? Did I miss something? Are we playing again? How the Sixers looking? Start and go wherever you want.
Sure. Well, first off, it's definitely e-commerce, as I think everybody knows, has been terrific. I think we definitely skipped ahead 2 or 3 years forward from an e-commerce perspective. I think in general, retail has been pretty strong too. One big difference this holiday season is there's been so much pressure on the different shipping networks to deliver. I think there was even more demand that could have been had. So as good as business is, it could have been better. And that's, I think, something that's pretty interesting. From our business, I think it's been very broad-based. Joe, I'll ask you a question. You're generally very good at knowing what team's the best and what the best players are. What do you think the number one selling team is today across our entire business?
You mean across all sports?
All sports. And don't get this wrong. There's big pressure on you.
I don't think I'm going to be able to get this.
You know the answer, and you're generally so good.
The Bengals.
Definitely not even a possibility. No team you're ever a fan of will ever be the number one team, but it starts with the same first initial. It's the Buffalo Bills.
The Browns?
The Buffalo Bills are the number one team.
I would have never gotten that. I would have said the Browns before that because all the excitement about.
Buffalo Bills since Saturday have been the number one team. They've actually done more business this week than number 2, 3, and 4 combined.
I would have never gotten that.
For about 25 years. Dodgers doing great. Lakers doing great. Chiefs, Steelers, Cowboys. But the Bills were a big surprise. I thought it was the first time I could ever stump you on what the hottest team was.
That I would not have. I still think, I'm still thinking of Mahomes and Brady. I think is probably making a.
Mahomes and Brady are number 1 and 2. Nothing changes. It's always Tommy number 1 or 2, and Mahomes number 1 and 2. So they're doing great. Also, LeBron 2 is new to the list. He's performing really well. Mookie Betts continues to do great as well. Those are the top 5 selling jerseys today. But overall, back to your overall question, I think e-commerce you're going to see 30% plus across the board. We had a terrific year. But again, the most interesting thing was that demand could have even been better if the shipping networks just had more capacity. But with Corona for the first time, there's so much pressure on these shipping networks this year.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.